Andrew Mazzarelli from Longmont, Colorado. In the right seat, Major Patrick Griffin from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The safety officer, Major Wesley Wilkening from Ulysses, Kansas. And the loadmaster, Staff Sergeant Brock Brannick from Chautauqua, Wisconsin. Yeah, he's a Wisconsin boy. Let's watch now as the C-17 Globemaster III spools it up and gets ready to take off. These engines, the Pratt & Whitney F-117, the military version of the engine to power the Boeing 757 airline. If you fly a lot, you can on engine like this, but not with this kind of takeoff performance. Globemaster III has a wingspan of 169 feet 10 inches. It's 174 feet long, and get this, 55 feet high from the bottom of the tires all the way to the top of the tail. And in its most economical crew setup, it actually can be operated by 2 pilots and 1 loadmaster. So advanced is the offloading, onloading capability on the C-17 Globemaster III that only 1 loadmaster is actually needed. Back in the day, the C-54 from Douglas, the C-74 Globemaster I, it first flew in 1945, but orders were canceled because it came right at the end of the war. 3,500 horsepower engines on the C-124 Globemaster II, and that C-133 Cargo Master, they only built 50. But the Globemaster name is really one of those that has been handed down. So few names achieve a second generation, but it was really good. The Lightning with the C-38 and the F-35 Lightning II, the C-47 Thunderbolt and the E-6 Thunderbolt II, and the Texan, the AT-6 Texan, and then the T-6 Texan II being flown by the United States Air Force and all our military and many other military arms. But if you'll look out to the left, this airplane is so unique. It has 4 separate computers that are used to drive the flight control system. It is an electric jet. And there are those who early on said, is it a fighter or is it a freighter? Because unlike most big airplanes, it doesn't have a control yoke. It has a control stick. It also, for both pilots, has a heads-up display to project all that vital flight information. But get to the left. We're going to come through over about 350 miles per hour. We've got a top speed of 550 miles per hour. But let's take a look. Here comes from Altus Air Force Base, the C-17 Globemaster III. C-17 has set over 30 world records, including payload to altitude, time to climb, and the longest airdrop mission in history. It is, in fact, the 3rd most expensive aircraft ever built, right behind the B-2 stealth bomber that came in at about $737 million apiece, the E-3 Sentry, the airborne warning and control aircraft, coming in at $270 million, and in 2007 dollars, the C-17 Globemaster III cost $218 million a copy. However, its load lifting capability is really amazing. Fully loaded, coming in at over 580,000 pounds. Now, as you watch this thing, as it works its way back in, it's going to be coming through at a very, very slow speed. They call it aerodynamically dirty. Leading edge slats down and the power flaps in the back and changing the shape of the wing, allowing it to have great handling at low speeds, which enables it to operate out of many, many different and perhaps austere airfields.
I think that you guys...
Each of the engines generates almost 41,000 pounds of thrust. The Globemaster III is able to carry over 170,000 pounds of cargo. That's 85 tons, folks. The equivalent of 7 school buses or an M1 Abrams tank, and it can carry it to up to 2,400 nautical miles without even air-to-air. As I mentioned, that quadruple redundant computer control system will protect itself with 4 separate computers, but even if all of that fails, it still has a manual mechanical backup mode, further safeguarding against abnormal situations. Now they're going to bring it around one more time and do a 360-degree. You've got to be gentle. I was talking to Wes Wilkening earlier today about it, and I said, I've heard this fighter-freighter thing. Is it really responsive? He said, yeah, it is. He said, it's like a school bus that handles like a Ferrari. Because of its computer control, you can throw that stick over to one way or the other and really get some great response. And it's great aerodynamics, including the winglets on the end of the wings. That helps with more stability and reducing drag. Those winglets are 9 feet tall. You could almost put a hoop on them and shoot hoops if you wanted to. Let's watch now as our crew, headed by Captain Andrew Mazzarelli from Longmont, Colorado. Now we've seen minimum radius turns from the F-16 Fighting Falcon and Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds, you know, and they talk about a 7 or a 9 G afterburning turn. This is only about a G1/2, so this is really gentle, but it's still such a capable airplane, combining the heavy lift capabilities of the C-5 Galaxy, it's been around since 1968, and the short takeoff and landing capabilities of the C-130 Hercules, it's been around since 1954. From the Air Education Training Command's Altus Air Force Base, Oklahoma demonstration team. Here comes the assault landing demonstration of the Globemaster III. And remember how quiet this airplane has been, right? Well, when it touches down, watch for the nacelle. With a round of applause and appreciation for the crew of the C-17 Globemaster III. Thank you, Captain Mazzarelli, Captain Wittman, a couple of airplanes that participate in the United States Air